Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Ignition Time. This is a very important episode pertaining to the end of the $300 week unemployment benefits. As you may recall, we were the first channel on YouTube to report that the $300 week unemployment benefits were being ended prematurely by Republican states across the country. We were also the first channel on YouTube to report that a lawsuit was being filed against public officials in the state of Indiana so that the $300 a week unemployment benefits would continue. Well, folks, it looks like there was a victory in that lawsuit. Here's a headline of an article on your screen from CNN. Indiana must continue pandemic unemployment benefits for now, according to a new ruling by a judge. Indiana must continue paying pandemic unemployment benefits to roughly 230,000 residents in the state of Indiana until a lawsuit challenging the early termination of the compensation is decided, according to a state judge. Now, keep in mind that jobless workers had filed a lawsuit earlier this month, and they were challenging the Republican governor of the state of Indiana, Eric Holcomb, who wanted to seize the payments, including the $300 a week federal booster, as of the 19th of June, and that deadline has come and gone. Now, the suit may be the first one aimed at actually stopping states with Republican governors from ending the $300 a week pandemic unemployment benefits early. So this is big news, folks. So what's been going on with this lawsuit? Indiana Legal Services and Macy Swanson Hicks and Sawyer, which is a private employment law firm, they filed a lawsuit, and they are arguing that the move violates a state law that requires Indiana to, I quote, procure all available federal insurance benefits to citizens, according to these two firms. Now, Indiana is actually among 26 states that are dropping at least one of the three pandemic unemployment insurance programs, including the $300 a week. Keep in mind that this was actually originally enacted by Congress in March 2020 when the pandemic hit us, and extended twice to support unemployment benefits. Now, in addition to the $300 a week unemployment benefits, we also have the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program, the PUA program, meant to provide important support to freelance workers, to gig workers, to part-time workers, which, by the way, did not exist prior to the pandemic. Now, a lot of these Republican governors in these 26 states are saying that there are workforce shortages, there are labor shortages, because these enhanced unemployment benefits are discouraging individuals from getting back to work. Now, what is interesting, though, is that in a recent ruling, the Marion Superior Court Judge John Hanley said, and I quote, "A preponderance of evidence demonstrates that Indiana's decision to end the pandemic benefits early violates state law." He said the harm created by stopping the benefits far outweighs any potential harm to the state. This is what the judge wrote. I'm quoting the judge. "A loss of housing or medical care and the inability to provide food, shelter, and adequate childcare for a family constitute irreparable harm pending resolution of this cause of action and are not adequately compensable by an award of damages." So he said, hey, this has to continue because this is going to result in people not being able to put food on the table, not being able to keep the lights on, not being able to make rent. So instead of having a long drawn out lawsuit and having damages, it should continue for now. This was what the judge basically said. Keep in mind, about 230,000 residents in the state of Indiana are receiving unemployment benefits, according to the Century Foundation. Approximately 177,000 individuals have been left without any jobless payments, and the rest, all the others, lost the $300 a week unemployment booster that was enacted and that was continued by the American Rescue Plan, the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan that President Biden signed. Now, the governor's office said that it will consider appealing the decision. This is what the governor's office said in a written statement. I quote, "The state of Indiana took the appropriate steps to terminate its participation in the federal unemployment program. The agreement ended on June 19th. The governor and the Department of Workforce Development will discuss an immediate appeal of the judge's order with the Attorney General." Folks, these three pandemic unemployment insurance programs that are in question in Indiana were originally scheduled to expire in early September in the states that are continuing them under a provision contained in the Democrats' $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan, which President Biden signed into law in March. However, we now have a situation where not only are 26 Republican states ending these unemployment benefits early, we also have a situation believe it or not, where states are getting sued, and Indiana is the first such state. States are getting sued in an effort to make sure that the $300 a week continues. This is incredible information. I want you to let me know whether these lawsuits in different states across the country, specifically the 26 Republican states, should continue, because I have a feeling that Indiana is going to be the first state, and now that there was success in the state of Indiana, now that the judge did rule that these unemployment benefits should continue. Keep in mind, the governor's office could still appeal this, but that's not the point. The point here is that a judge ruled against the early termination of unemployment benefits in the state of Indiana and ruled that they should continue. Now that this has happened in the state of Indiana, I would say that this is going to start to happen in other states across the country. I want you to let me know your opinion as to whether this should indeed start to happen in other states across the country. I believe it should, because those who need help the most should get it. These unemployment benefits are helping individuals to put food on the table, to make rent, to keep the lights on. Now, if these unemployment benefits are taken away, will they actually encourage individuals to get back to work? I have actually covered this question in detail in other videos on our channel, and the bottom line is this. Just because you take away unemployment benefits does not mean that individuals are going to get back to work. There are factors that prevent individuals from getting back to work. Factors such as childcare, factors such as concerns about personal safety, factors such as the availability or non-availability of vaccines in your neighborhood, factors such as you wanting to change your career. Yes, you wanting to change your career, or potentially retire early. Folks, what this entire pandemic has done has made individuals reevaluate their own place in the workforce. Some of us want to learn new skills, don't want to be stuck in the same dead-end jobs, and want to be more productive so that we can earn a higher wage. Some of us have decided to start our own business. The number of new businesses that have been formed in the past 12 months has substantially exceeded anyone's and everyone's expectations. We now are in a new post-pandemic world, and these $300 a week unemployment benefits are crucial for those who need help the most. These unemployment benefits are a lifeline for millions of our fellow Americans, and the lawsuit in Indiana is going to result in a chain reaction of events, and this is going to lead to more lawsuits in different parts of the country. And I've also done another video on our channel where I highlighted a JP Morgan Chase report, which essentially said that the end of the $300 a week unemployment benefits was more political than economic. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda. This right here on your screen is a little bit of information about me. I appreciate you. Please click the like button. Please subscribe. Please enable notifications. That will be your vote of confidence in us, and that is your vote of support for all the stuff, all the effort that we put into this channel, including the phenomenal video editing from our video production team of Joseph and Jeanette. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Take care. Bye.